Is it working? All right, cool. Yeah, and I can tell there's lag too. Lots of lag. I can see what's coming in on your screen over here versus what's on my screen over there. Significant lag. Hello, everyone. I did get started a little early, as I like to do, because sometimes there are technical difficulties, and I wanted to make sure I had a chance to fix anything. So who have we got here? Hello, Lester and David and Joe Fan. Joe Fan is working. We'll be in and out. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here when you can be here. Hello, McL and Action Fuzz and Matt and John and Andrew, the guy so nice they named him twice. And Matt, they're not so nice they named him twice. They just happen to have the same name. You know, they were each named once, you know, but together they are Matt. Hello, RTD1 and 2-Bit and Chris and Yojo Banjo. Hello, everyone. Hello, Dan Jammin and A Bad Toy. Nice to see you all. Thank you for being here on another Tuesday. Hello, Cyclonus. I do have our friend here. We're gonna try to open Gung Ho, this classified Gung Ho. This evening, if we can. There's a lot, though. There's a lot to do. Hello, Firefly. Thank you very much for being here. So there's a lot. There's a lot for this show, and I'm going to try to get through it in an hour, or I guess like an hour and 5 minutes. I'm going to try to get through it so that you guys can jump over and watch What's on Joe Mind after this show is done. Hello, Sparkster. Just built latest Lego vehicle, a Mobat. Lego Mobat. The Mobat has a lot of fine details. That would be very interesting to see in Lego form. Hello, Comic Tropes. Nice to see Comic Tropes. I have a little bit to say about Comic Tropes. Hello, Rob Vegas and Small Town Machine Shop, Big Town Machine Shop. Hello, Keldon. Hi, everyone. There's a lot for this episode. Okay, we've got a lot to go through. I've got, I want to talk about some news. We got news to talk about because there was a Hasbro live stream and some announcements were made, so we need to talk about those. Also, I got some mail in the P.O. box, and I got this. Let's get this. I got this, the G.I. Joe Fan Club, the Unofficial Fan Club Mobile Strike Task Force membership kit. This came in. This is something that James Kavanaugh, noted author, has been doing, this unofficial G.I. Joe Fan Club, and I'm really happy about this. First of all, I'm happy someone's doing it. Second of all, I didn't get in on the mail away fan club stuff when I was a kid, so this is a chance to do something that I've never got to do before with G.I. Joe, is to actually get the fan club kit. I didn't get water for my throat, so good luck to me. Hello, Victor. Hello, John. Hello, Beta Ray Bob. Let's see. Action Fuzz says he has that Gung Ho. Held off buying the first classified figure because he did not come with an 8-point cover. Yes, and this one does, or at least some approximation of it. It's the right hat shape, but they didn't use the Marine. Well, they didn't use the Marine Corps logos anywhere. But I think that's a strategic choice. I think they're not allowed to. What is this doing? Did we disconnect? It just said reconnect successful. Look, don't kick me out of here. Okay. Anyway, it's not even 5 p.m. That's a good point. He raises a good point. If I step away and get some water, then when I come back, the people who are actually expecting the show to start, we'll actually get the start of the show. So that's what I'm going to do. It buffered. Sorry about that. Yes, I do. I get jumpy sometimes. Hello, Rob Arizari. Nice to see you there. Mike is doing last minute show prep and wants to know where the singing cats are. That that little bastard was around, but you know he's not been too much of a nuisance lately. I will give him that. Okay, so I am leaving. Who am I leaving? Belle Taylor. I'm leaving Belle Taylor in charge for a moment. I'm gonna go get some water. Belle, you make sure the class, behaves itself. It'll just be 1 minute right here. That's much better. That's much better. Okay, how was everybody? Did they all behave themselves? Food fight. Hello, Ivan. Thank you for nominating me for the president of the world, presumably. If nominated, I will accept. Food fight, though. What a terrible movie that was. Anybody seen that movie, Food Fight? It stinks. Anyway, so I got my water, and I got it in my big Texan souvenir cup, and I've got to switch this thing back over because I'm just seeing the lag. So you guys are like, what you're seeing is at least 10 seconds later than I'm saying them. So sorry about that. There's 40 in the chat and only 10 likes. Let's do some math here, boys, and support Ivan. I appreciate the support, Ivan. I very much do. But what if somebody really doesn't like it? What if they want to give it a thumbs down? And you know what? I think that's okay. If you don't like the show, if you don't like it, yes, Food Fight unfortunately was a movie. I'll let you Google that. It stinks. So if you don't like the show, I encourage you to give it a thumbs down on the YouTube. I will give you a little bit of insider information about the pro YouTube game. The insider information that I have to give you is the thumbs down thing that you can click there. Nobody really pays attention to that anyway. So please do. I will most likely never see it. But if you express yourself to absolutely no one, but you're still expressing yourself. Who we got? Hey, we got Gray Fox. We got Skunkworks, G.I. Joe Customs. Hey, cool. Skunkworks, that's a cool name. I like that. Hello, Senor Dave and Daredevil Dave. Senor David, Daredevil Dave. So we've got Daves in here. We've also got a David Andrews. It is Dave Night. It is Dave Night on the show. Stonegate Creations. Hey, Stonegate Creations. I happen to have something that you sent here, so I was going to open that a little bit later. Hello, Dustin, and Action Fuzz says Joe Fest is happening 3 weeks earlier than normal. That is true. They had a conflict last year with a big show, so I think they're trying to avoid that conflict, but it also means it's much earlier in the month than it usually is. Hello, Yojo. I think I said hello to Dustin. If not, hello, Dustin. Hello, Exploriso. Nice to see you there. Okay, so there's so much to talk about. We'll try to get to Gung Ho. We'll try to get to Gung Ho and open this so I can show you Gung Ho. But there's a lot to talk about. And I've got stuff to open. As I mentioned, I've got stuff to open. And I went ahead and opened and put together the classified Serpentor. So, I wanted to show this to you and give some preliminary thoughts. It's not a full review, but some preliminary thoughts. Comic Trope says, are you attending any shows when Larry Hama will be present? Joe Fest just announced that Larry will be there, so I will be at that one. And I believe Larry was going to be at a show in Texas. I don't know if I can make that, but it's not too far away, so maybe. I'd like to if I could. Hello, Geek Dragon and Terrence and Sean. I know I already said hello to Rob Vegas, but hello again. Hello, Eric. And need a comparison between Serpentor and Gung Ho. Yes, absolutely. We need, yeah, that's essential, isn't it? We need, so there's a comparison. Thank you, the Killer Weezer. Greetings, good commander. Enjoyed being part of the live stream, but summer hours will make me miss the fun. Oh, that's too bad. We'll see you when it gets dark at 7 again. Well, thank you for being here. I understand real life gets in the way. But thank you for being here. You can always watch the replay. You know what? From henceforth until from now until it gets dark at 7 again, I hereby dedicate the replay of the live stream to the Killer Weezer. They shall forever be known as the Killer Weezer live stream replay. That's so in your honor. But thanks for being here. Thank you. Comic Tropes accidentally ordered 2 Serpentors. That means that they're going to have to fight for dominance. They're going to have to fight for the honor of leadership. I've missed something. Somebody, Sean said, forgot to, where in Texas? Oh, good question. I don't remember. We've got a lot to talk about. Hello, Joseph. Hello, Rob S. Hello, WWJD85. Hello, John. We have so much to talk about. So, first of all, I want to say hello and get well soon to my significant girlfriend. I think that's what we settled on. My significant girlfriend, Marianne, who has a cold. She's not feeling well, so she's actually not watching. Hopefully she can catch the commemorative The Killer Weezer live show replay. So hopefully she can catch the Killer Weezer replay. But she's not watching right now. She's feeling very ill. She got a cold recently. She's feeling poopy. But get well soon. I wanted to say that. We have so much to talk about, okay? So everybody settle down. Everybody settle in. Get a beverage of choice. Mine is some high quality H2O. Let's start with a few important things. Some important reminders. First of all, it's Tuesday. That means there's a new episode of Half the Battle. Timmer does the final episode of Revenge of Cobra. That's a very amusing series. So check out Timmer's new video. Our friend Chris from Comic Tropes, who is in the live chat right now, he has been doing a crowdfunding for a special cover that he did of Vampirella. And there's still, I believe, a week left to go to order the special cover. I have ordered it, so please consider doing the same while you still can. Chris is a great guy, excellent artist, and I want to support the things that he's doing. I try to support the projects of the people that I care about, and I would really love to see Chris's cover project do really well. There is a link in the description of this video. So in the description of this video, there's a link to Timmer's channel. There's a link to Chris's cover project, and so check those out. Make sure you check those out. If you choose to wait until after the show's over, that's fine. Or if you need to check it out immediately, you go right ahead, and then after that, you can watch the Killer Weezer, replay. Action Fuzz. I would never forget about Action Fuzz. Never. And hopefully, Action Fuzz, you will be able to make it to Joe Fest. I saw you there last year, and then at Assembly Required. So hopefully you'll be able to make it out there. That would be pretty cool. Orange soda and frosted donuts, Bizarro Dreadnoughts. That's it. It's in Bizarro World Dreadnoughts. They drink orange soda and frosted donuts, and they're very polite. And instead of destroying things, they're like handymen. They're repairmen. You know, they go around fixing things by surprise. Comic Tropes, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for the plug. If you look up Vampirella or Comic Tropes on Indiegogo, 7 days left. Yes, it's an Indiegogo link there, or look up Comic Tropes on Vampirella Comic Tropes on, what he said, on Indiegogo, and that's where it is. Yes, Chris has been a very good friend for a long time, and Chris did a big help. He was a good sport in the review of the Cyber Viper, so thank you again, Chris. So don't forget, Timmer, Chris, and What's on Joe Mind, as you know, has started doing their show on Tuesdays, right after this show. So once again, I want to remind everybody, check out What's on Joe Mind as soon as this show is over. Hello, hey, it's Bart. Hi, Bart. From Pittsburgh. Hello, Pittsburgh from the United States. Nice to see you there. Of course, I'm not actually seeing you there. I'm just seeing your name on the screen. I don't actually see you. I see the name on the screen. Although, you know, here's the tip. You know, if you get closer to the screen, like get closer, I should be able to see you. That's the problem. That's why I can't see any of you people here. You can see me, but I can't see you because you're too far away from the screen. So I'd like everybody to just move toward the front so I can see you. So, and then we can all see each other. Hello, the Figure Six Pack. Let's see. Stonegate Creation says, have you bought anything from the Hasbro warehouse sale? I have not. The Hasbro warehouse sale, it's still a little on the pricey side, so I haven't picked up anything. Yes, What's on Joe Mind, riding the coattails, or you could look at it as I'm their opening act. You know, I'm just warming up the crowd. Booty Order, yes. Hello, Ratface Reviews, nice to see you there. Hey, it's Codename New2Vero2, nice to see you. It's always nice to see Codename New2Vero2, and you almost slipped through there. I almost didn't catch you before your name went above the screen there, but nice to see you. Doctor No Good, does anybody know where to get G.I. Joe in Australia? Well, we have some Australian friends. We have Rob. We have Sergeant Slaughterhouse. They may have some ideas about how to get G.I. Joe in Australia. Hello to Mr. Michael Hunt. Michael Hunt. I want to be formal here, right? I know that you have, you know, this shortened version of your first name, but I like to be formal. So hello, Michael Hunt. Hello, Gussie. Nice to see you there. Hello, WWJD85. I wonder who stinks more, Dreadnoks or Beachhead. That's a contest that you don't want to win. In fact, that's a contest that you don't want to judge. You know, if somebody asks you to judge that contest, you know, just bow out. Hello, let's see, Seymour. Hello, Seymour from New Zealand. Hello, New Zealand from the United States. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you. So, I'm trying to say hello to everybody because you guys are the reasons I do this. You're the reason I do this. So I want to make sure to say hi to everybody, but we've got a lot to talk about. And now we have less time in which to talk about it. So, we talked about Timmer, we talked about Chris, we talked about What's on Joe Mind. One more thing to talk about is I've got a poll running on Patreon right now. The folks on Patreon have they've really sustained me. They've really kept me going. Hello, the Blue Libra. It's nice to say hello to everyone, but you should focus on your topics. Well, that is my topic. Thank you, JoeFan84. Hey, Commander, I'm sorry I'm working tonight, so I'll be in and out. Watch you on the replay. Thank you, JoeFan. Make sure you catch the Killer Weezer replay after the show. But thank you for being here, and thank you for the super chat. So I have a vote running on Patreon. It's been a while since I've done this. So the way the Patreon votes go is that, like, any patron at any level can vote. And I give 3 options. And a lot of times I do options from the 90s, like do 90s figures or 90s vehicles, just because it's kind of fun to have somebody else decide. Getting somebody else decide exactly what to do in these 90s things. Sometimes I look at it and it's like, I don't know. So I let the patrons decide, and these guys have really helped me out. They've really kept me going, and I need to do more stuff for the patrons. I need to do more. So this is my attempt to do a little more. The vote is going through Friday. It'll end on Friday. Right now it's a tie. I won't say who's tying. Comic Trope says Ozone is not winning the vote, but if he did, there's a small chance Clean Sweep could return as a guest. Yes, for those of you who remember, we did have a special appearance, a very special appearance of Clean Sweep for a very special episode. So yes, we would be returning to Eco Warriors, which we haven't for a while. So that's an option. John says 80 was, I assume you mean the 80s, the 1980s was superior. Yeah, I agree. No kidding. But we still gotta cover the 90s stuff. It's part of the job. It's part of my job. I gotta do it. So if I have to suffer through it, you guys have to suffer through it too. So anyway, so that there's a vote going. I would greatly appreciate the support on Patreon. Well, hey, John, 80 may be great too. I'm not that old yet, but I'm getting there. Hopefully 80 is great. Hopefully 80 is superior, because I'm getting closer to 80 every day. So thank you to everyone who supports on Patreon. Of course, you do not have to support the channel on Patreon to be appreciated here. Just being here, watching the videos, watching the live stream, just being around is all you have to do to support the channel, and that is enough. For those of you who want to take the extra step of supporting the channel on Patreon, it really does mean a lot to me, and thank you. Hello, Draws. Nice to see you, Draws. One of the versions of Hawk looks like a clone of Robo Joe. Yeah, it makes you wonder, might they have intended Robo Joe to be like some kind of cyborg Hawk? I don't know. I've not seen that information anywhere, but it is curious. There is a similarity there. And speaking of which, as you can see with the drawing that is directly under me, I was able to do an actual full review of Hawk for Sunday. Gray Fox says, just in, classified range Viper revealed. Yes, I did hear that. It'll actually, that's one of the things I was going to talk about, the Hasbro reveals, but you know what? I'll just put that out there right now. Range Viper. That is something that I have not reviewed the vintage figure yet. It's one that I would like to get to. That may be a Cobra Convergence one. That may be a Cobra Convergence review. But I haven't gotten to Range Viper yet. A fairly popular 90s figure. Thank you, Comic Tropes. I also like that version of Hawk. It's a really good figure. It really is. I think it's great. So hopefully everybody enjoyed the Hawk review. So the Hawk review was Plan B. Again. Hello, David Sharp. The Hawk review was Plan B. I had something completely different planned to review for Sunday. And sometime on Wednesday, I discovered that one of the accessories for the figure I was going to review and had almost completely written the script for was broken. And I did not have a replacement. I had only one, and that only example was broken. Hello, Raymond from Canada. Hello, Canada from the United States. So I couldn't do it. It wasn't, I really desperately was digging through all my stuff, hoping that I had an extra one of those accessories stashed somewhere, but I did not. So I shifted gears, rather than just put it off and skip a week. I shifted gears. I started planning a review of Hawk, because that was on my agenda, that was already on my schedule. And I was like, you know what? We're just going to change it up, and we're going to do it this week. And so the review this week is Hawk. Now, Sparkster says, I have a toy show on Sunday. Well, awesome. Have fun. Would you like to see if I can find the broken piece? Actually, next part of that story, I do have the piece now. I was able to find a replacement. I had to order it. And I do have it. But thank you, Sparkster. I appreciate it, but I do have it. Now though, since I had that episode pretty much already written, and since I now have all the parts that I needed, I have a head start on the next review. So, but thank you, Sparkster. I appreciate it. I was able to get a replacement. And so the next review is in progress. It is in progress. I also know what the following review is going to be, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Yoja says, update on engine for the Sky Striker. I got the Sky Striker engines. I got those last week. And I did a preview of the Sky Striker last week, but it's over there. I would show you again, but it's way over there. So I'm really working on it. I'm trying to keep the reviews coming, but it seems like every review that I've done this year, since the start of the year, has had some hitch. Starting with the review of Stalker version 2, when I realized I didn't have the file card. All this time, I assumed I had the file card for Stalker version 2, because why would I not? You know, I've had the figure for years, and then I get there and I start doing the review, and I realize, oh, no file card. So yeah, I had to, like, almost every review I've done this year, I've had to fix something in order to get it done. That's one of the reasons they keep getting delayed, is because I realized too late that something's wrong and it's not ready. But I'm still pumping them out. I'm still working on it. So anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed the Hawk review. Seymour says he's gonna. Oh, sorry, but thank you for being here, Seymour. Appreciated. Thank you very much for being here. So that was okay. That was the review. Now it is time. We got to get through a lot here. So let's go ahead and open the mail. So I have, as mentioned, a package from Stonegate Creations, and I have the G.I. Joe Fan Club. And I blacked out the addresses, so you can't get the personal addresses. Let's open the Stonegate Creations one first. Thank you, Stonegate Creations, and thank you, Stonegate Creations, for all of your long support of the channel. It's very much appreciated. I want to make sure I didn't leave anything in there. I got some cardboard. I can never have enough of these. Cardboard is incredibly useful and helpful. Hey, JLS Comics. Nice to see you, JLS Comics. Thank you very much for being here. I am opening the mail right now. In addition to the cardboard that was sent from Stonegate Creations, I have these. And I don't know what they are. But I got a letter, so I'm gonna read this briefly. 1 second. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Okay. I think it's safe to read this. I'm gonna read this. It says, I've been waiting for you to get a classified Serpentor. What a coinky-dink that I happen to have the classified Serpentor right here. So I could send this custom stand for your display shelf. Hasbro did an excellent job with this figure and the air chariot, and surprised me they didn't include or release a special stand of their own. Also, make a smaller stand for the original 3 3/4 inch version. This is laser engraved and cut, then painted and clear coated. Assembly instructions on the back. So I've got assembly. Let's put this thing together. Oh my gosh! Stonegate Creations sent a stand for this very thing that I have right here. This very astute, and good timing. So I'm gonna take this out. It is apparently laser freaking etched on here. And this is lovely. I can hold on. I'll make sure that I take the tape off. Okay, this is great. I can already tell. Hold on, there's a little piece of tape stuck to it. Okay, I got that off. And just look at how stylish that wood grain is. Look at that, and look how symmetrical those lines are. That's gorgeous. That's beautiful. Also, check this out. It's got this on the other side. So this is probably, you know, as nice as this side is, I'll probably put this side up. You know, I feel like people should see that. So this is lovely. This is very nice. Thank you, Stonegate Creations. Let's see. I got instructions here. Let's see. Put the grip braces from the bottom area. Please grip the braces from the bottom area when inserting them into the base to avoid forcing them. Oh, that almost missed the part. There's this part right here, because it's like, there we go. There we go. Let's see. Please grip the braces from the bottom area. Okay, from the bottom area when inserting them into the base to avoid forcing them. Small chamber may be sanded or filed into the edges for easier assembly if needed. All right, well, let's see. Let's see. How does it work? Okay, I get it. I'm sorry. I'll try to show this. Okay. Place the small brace inserts into the front of the base. The large Y base inserts into the rear slot. Like so. And it's got like a texture pattern on. That's really cool. Let's see. Or they can be reversed if you're wanting a clean look. The top pegs of each brace align to the screw holes on the bottom of the air chariot. Yes. Okay. Hang on. Let's do this. Hold on. The screw holes. Let's see. Oh, I see. All right. So let's see here. This is going to be perfect because I was going to talk about this anyway. So those align with those screw holes. Those align with those. Okay, I see exactly how it works. This is very clever. I just have to. It just has to survive me. The design is nice, but I'm dumb. Okay, all right, yeah, or just about got it. And it is correct. They line up with the screw holes. Let's see. Hold on. Or they would if I could do it right. All right. Hold on. Oh, so close. Yes, success. Almost. And then I got the rear aligned, and then I bumped the front end. Sorry. Fixing it. Oh, I messed it up. Anyway, but this is gonna work great, and this actually will work on my display. Which I'll just go ahead and put this behind me so that I can have it in future videos. How about that? It's a nice display piece, and it does work. It's just that I'm not very coordinated. There we go. Okay. I think we got it. So this is how that looks. There's that. That's gorgeous. All right, I want to put this up here. I'm going to put it right here. Can we still see that? I think so. Yes. Oop, knocked down the Cobra Commander pistol. That's what Serpentor would do. He would knock down the Cobra Commander pistol. There we go. So, hey, that's not bad. So thank you, Stone Great Creations. Thank you very much for that. So that was our mail call. Email address. I don't know if Stonegate Creations wants to put their email address and stuff out there, but I mean, the search for Stonegate Creations. I love this, and they've been a supporter for a long time. So thank you very much. It works great. Even I was able to make it work. So if I can do it, you can do it probably much easier. So thank you very much. Now I think is a good time to move on and look at the membership kit. So one of our longtime community members, James Kavanaugh, who has written some books on modern G.I. Joe figures, has done this G.I. Joe Unofficial Fan Club, for which I signed up, and this is the membership kit. Now, I am opening this for the first time. I am realizing for the first time that it has been jostled a little bit, so some of the pieces are out of place. So let me figure this out. I see what happened. So there's a there's this sleeve here. Yes, check this out. There's this sleeve here that contains this gorgeous challenge coin, which has the G.I. Joe coat of arms on one side and 40th anniversary on the other. That's awesome. We have a patch. This will go right on my my patch shirt, my patch and pin shirt. And speaking of pins, check this out. Yes, we have a pin. Hold on, I'm getting it. That's nice. Check out this. It's kind of like the old combat ribbons that used to come with the figures, but it's not like just some flimsy fabric. It is an actual pin. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna put that on too. That's sweet. We also have. Check out this. Just check out this Grunt. It's Grunt, but he's in modern gear. It's an updated Grunt. That is nice. That is a lot more like Grunt would look like now versus 1982. Excellent artwork. Here's what really counts. This is what it's all really about, okay? This is the membership card. This is what is going to get me all the sweet discounts at some retail outlets, I'm sure. I mean, I haven't checked, but I'm sure it gets some kind of discount somewhere. It's got my code name already printed on it. That's nice. A statement of mission. This is cool. So James Kavanaugh, I may not be watching right now, but James, this is cool stuff. So as a young person, as a kid, I didn't get any of the mailway stuff. My parent, I wanted it. My parents did not like us sending for stuff through the mail. They were concerned that everything that you got through the mail was a scam of some kind. Look at that. Look at this. No, check this out. This is the dog tag that comes with it, and it's got my name and code name on it. This is not a generic dog tag. It's a personalized dog tag. That is awesome. And of course, it's got this. So these go together. This is really cool. James, hopefully I can see Mr. Kavanaugh at Joe Fest. I hope he can make it. But this is really cool. This is really cool. So I didn't get any of the fan clubs. I didn't get any of the mail away figures until I was an adult collector. But this gives me the experience that I never had. What's the material of the dog tag? It feels metal to me. It feels metal. This is not plastic. It is a metal of some kind. Yeah. Listen to it clink. Listen to that. It's whatever that sound is. It's chocolate in the silver wrapper. Yes, it's something like... Okay, so here we've got, like, I don't know, I shouldn't be showing you these guys, because these are top secret documents. These are classified, so you know what I have to do, after... hello, the Czech Republic from the United States. Thank you very much for being here. Okay, top secret documents. Tell you what, I'll look at these myself, but to get the top secret documents, you've got to get approval, right? You got to get. Okay, cool. There's a sticker in the bottom. Creative design, James Kavanaugh. Package design, Brian Sauer. We know him. Development credits. That's awesome. This is great. So credit to the development team. Credit to the good, nice. You got to give the contributors credit for what they do. And then what we have here, I'm not going to read this to you. Again, it's top secret. It's classified top secret. It's G14 classified. But this is a letter from the subject of the most recent review that I did. This is a letter from General Hawk. So you know it's serious. This is a letter from the real General Hawk. So you know this is not joking around. I better read this in private. This could be a matter of life and death. The next thing we got is the G.I. Joe Fan Club debut issue. It's a newsletter. Check this out. This is the kind of thing that you don't get anymore. Everything's electronic. Everybody does digital stuff now, but you don't get the tangible things. So great cover. And then we have an incoming message from G.I. Joe FCHQ from Kavanaugh Jr. right there. I did run into Mr. Kavanaugh at Assembly Required. That was a nice conversation. It was cool having a conversation with him. This has some articles. This has some articles that I will refer to because this has got some pre-production information in here. It's got some pre-pro in here. Check that out. So this is not just some fluff here. There's some actual information in this. That's cool. So if you have a chance to join the super secret fan club, you definitely should submit your entries. You can submit entries. I may submit an entry. I don't know. I'm not super creative, but I might submit an entry. Hey, we've got some cosplayers, and there's our old friend. There's our old friend, our Joe Colton, right there as Scarlet. Nice to see Joe represented. And here we have a rank and file profile of a modern Grunt figure. That's awesome. That is excellent. That is excellent. I love this. I love this. And news. There's news that they have incoming product. So they have all the classified figures that have been announced. IDW Publishing. So this was as of the time it was printed. We know that issue 300 was the final issue of G.I. Joe for IDW. And it's got like 2022 upcoming events, so we're in 2023 now, but that's okay, and online forums, so sweet. Yeah, it's got a great list of online forums for all of your references for G.I. Joe. This is great. Podcasts. This is great. Hey, and it lists what's on Joe Mind on here. This is great. This is fantastic. I love this. I love the whole thing. And we finish up with a poster. We finish up with a poster. This is gorgeous. I don't think Mr. Kavanaugh is able to drop in the show regularly, but if you have a chance to see this after the fact, I really love this. This is, I had high expectations, and again, I didn't get to join any clubs when I was a kid, so this is a new experience for me, and this is better than I even thought it would be. Look, I have my shirt. You've seen it, the shirt that has the pins and the patches on it. This stuff is going right on it. This stuff is going right on it. And this dog tag that actually has my name and code name printed on it, that is amazing. I don't know how you produced this or ordered it, but that is cool. And the membership card still has a little bit of sticky on the back that kept it stuck to the cardboard. This is going in my wallet. I will not leave home without it. But the card that also has my code name and membership number, that it has a space for me to sign and or write my name. Of course I will. Of course I will write my name on this. So it's the official membership card of the Unofficial Fan Club, and I love this. This is really nice. So what a fantastic mail day. What a fantastic mail haul between this really sweet stand for Serpentor's Air Chariot and the membership. This is like a fantastic mail haul. That's awesome. Josiah said your folks are probably right 90%, or probably 90% right about mail scams. Yeah, yes, you know what I mean. The number is 277, not 788. But the 277, I believe, is my actual membership number. Like, I am member 277. So, it would be quite the coincidence if I happened to be the 788th member. So, it would have been a cool coincidence. But yeah, like you had all these mail offers that you'd see in comic books and stuff, and they're like, send a money order, not a check, but a money order to this address, and wait 6 to 8 weeks for whatever the thing is that's supposed to come in, yeah, they were dubious because like we were a kid, I couldn't go get a money order. They'd have to do that for me, and they're like, what's that for? And then they didn't want to do that. But what that meant was that I missed out on all the mail stuff, which means that I am experiencing it now kind of for the first time. John Owen Form BX257 knows about Form BX. Yeah. Yes, I don't know if anybody was asking about Form BX257, our friend Kevin. And people have been asking about this about once a week, and I still haven't heard anything. I still haven't heard anything from him, and I think that it's a good. It reflects well on our community that people still care about him and still are trying to check on him, even so long after he has been absent. Because, we do care. We, as a community, we have stuck together pretty well. And we have exhibited, in my opinion, some pretty positive traits as a group. And one of those is that we don't just forget about people if they're gone for a minute. And yeah, so I don't know what's happened with Kevin. I don't know what's happened with 4BX257, but we do still very much care about him, and I hope he's all right. Sincerely do, and I hope that he is able to someday make a comeback if he wishes to. But yeah, we haven't heard from FormBX257, and but I hope to at some point soon. Firefly says he's JFC number 287. Well, greetings 287. Greetings from 277. This is fun. This is the coolest. So thank you, everyone. I know that we have not a lot of time left. We have not a lot of time left. He's goes by CG257. That would be a good idea. I know there's not a lot of time left, but we should probably talk about the Hasbro announcements that they made. They did make some announcements at the March 8th live stream, and I would also like to add that it seems like the reason for the delay from the February 14th live stream to the March 8th did not have to do with us losing any more members of the G.I. Joe brand team. Thank goodness. Everything seems to be okay with everyone. Hopefully it is, knock on wood. But so yes, we have some announcement. We already talked about Range Viper. I won't go into Range Viper, but on the 8th, JLS Comics, when are we doing Mad Libs again? That's a good question. Chris sent like multiple Mad Libs to us, so I'll dig up some Mad Libs. We'll try to do that. We'll try to do that next week. I also want to do story time. I haven't done story time in a while. Okay, so we have on March 8th they made some announcements of everything was related to classified here. So this was a classified centered live stream. Thank you, Chris. Those are fun. We've had a really great time with those. They did not announce anything about the comic book, even though we know that the comic book is in process. We know that Larry is still working on it. So beyond that, we haven't heard anything. They didn't say anything about that. They didn't say anything about any new O-ring things, nothing like that. But they did have a few classified announcements, and I thought I would run through those real quick. There were a few where they just announced the names. They don't have designs. They don't have renders yet. But they announced Quick Kick, Big Boa, and Mutt and Junkyard. So Mutt and Junkyard will be together. And by the way, they also announced that they are going to have pricing tiers. So the pricing tiers goes from expensive at the bottom tier to not really affordable at the middle tier, and then the top tier is you have to sell your car. So that's how the pricing works out. So it starts out as expensive, and then it goes to you really can just barely afford. You're not going to be able to pay one of your bills this month. And then at the top tier, if you can donate a kidney, that's probably what you will need to do in order to afford the top tier stuff. But anyway, then Quick Kick. No, thank you, Cobra Island. I got a special channel announcement if you can. Certainly. And I'm sorry, I've not watched the live chat very closely. And thank you for the super chat and for your special channel announcement. So, what do you think? Do you think they'll add boots to Quick Kick for classified? That's a good question. I suspect they're going to make him barefoot, but what you guys could do? Hasbro design team, who is definitely not watching right now, let's be honest, they're not watching. But if you guys are watching, which you're not, interchangeable feet. Give him some feet with some shoes, all right? So, yeah, I know you're going to make him barefoot. That's gross. But like, have the feet that can pop off, and so that you can pop on some feet with some shoes. Because otherwise, Cobra is going to defeat Quick Kick by just tossing some broken glass on the ground. And he's totally done. You know, he can't move. Sorry. You know, simply wearing any kind of shoe, you know, he would be fine. But no, he's got to be barefoot. Because somebody at Hasbro in somewhere around 1985 had a foot fetish. Let's be real. You know, look, we're not kids anymore. We know what's going on. And look, it's none of my business. It's none of my business. I'm just saying that in universe, Cobra could defeat Quick Kick by just tossing like some thumbtacks or Legos. Cobra could defeat Quick Kick with Legos. They just toss him on the ground, and he's like, well, I'm done. I guess I'll see you guys back at the base. Cobra Island, my special announcement is I'm doing a battle of the sub-teams between Slaughter's Marauders and Python Patrol, where my viewers can vote by giving the figures a thumbs up as it goes through April and May. That's cool. That's a nice idea. As for Slaughter's Marauders versus Python Patrol, you know what my preference would be. My preference, of course, would be Slaughter's Marauders. But I will try not to influence the vote. Everybody gets the right to express their you know, their democratic opinions and whatnot. But thank you for that segue. I will remind everybody once again, I do have a vote. I have a poll going on Patreon. Last I checked, it was tied between two figures. But hopefully you guys will choose a winner. I have a rule that if there's a tie, I will break the tie, but I don't usually have to do that. Usually there is a clear winner, and hopefully this time there will be a clear winner, because I like for you guys to decide, you know, what's gonna be reviewed when there's a poll like that. So check out Patreon, you know, and vote, and somebody break that tie. Maybe it's stunt training, toughen Quick Kick's souls. You know what it is, Gutsy? I'll tell you what it is. You know, G.I. Joe first found Quick Kick out in the snow, right? He was working on that Fudgies commercial, and he got stuck there out in the snow. So I don't think it's so much training, is that it's frostbite. He cannot feel his feet anymore. See, so the paint job on the figure, if it's going to be barefoot, should include, it should look like it's frostbit, right? So to spray some like gnarly like black spots where he's gonna, you can have the toes just hanging off the end there, like he's gonna lose a toe to frostbite. Thank you, Peep Show Menagerie. A new classified Cobra Range Viper looks awesome. Yes, it does. I've only had a chance to see it briefly because I only found out about it just before we started the show. It does look good, though. It does look good, and Range Viper is one of the better figures from the 90s. It's still weird. But it's still a lot better than a lot of what the 90s gave. So Range Viper, that is one that I also haven't reviewed yet. Frozen Fudgies, what a treat. Yes. How did it make monetary sense to film a commercial in the Arctic? Use a sound stage. You know, that's a good point, but maybe consider this. Quick Kick was always doing those bad impressions of movie actors. It was really annoying. See, I don't think there was a commercial out there. I think they told him there was a commercial out there. And they're like, yeah, we're going to go shoot this commercial out here in the middle of the frozen Arctic. You know, hitch a plane. We'll be here are some frozen fudgies. Just wait for us there. You know, just wait for us there. We'll be right there. And they're like, they just ditched him. You know, and that was their way of finally freeing themselves of the really bad impressions that it would do. Like, it seems like every bad impression artist tries to do a John Wayne, and just give it up. Stop it. Thank you, the Killer Weezer. John McClane went barefoot, top tier. Quick pick with boots. Apologies to Gung Ho again. Snow Job and OG Outback got me to start buying classified. Yes. Let me run through these. Thank you, the Killer Weezer, for the super chat again. Yes, John McClane. John McClane went barefoot. That's right. But he also got his feet all chopped up. His feet were very badly damaged. You want to? Hey, that would add some realism to Quick Kick. Barefoot, but the bottom of his feet's all bloody. This complete blood and gore, slashes. You could even put like a Lego sticking out of the foot. More realistic, I think. Okay, so let me run through these. So those are the ones they announced in name only. They showed some renders, some digital renders for Tunnel Rat, Firefly. This is the new version of Firefly that's closer to the vintage figure. Low Light and Shadow Tracker. Shadow Tracker, not a vintage character. That was more of a modern character. I don't have a lot of attachment to Shadow Tracker. I know that some folks do. Some folks love that particular figure. I just don't have any personal connection to it myself, but they have Shadow Tracker. And they announced pre-orders for Copperhead, Bazooka with the standard deco, so with the red jersey, Torpedo, Shipwreck, and Rock and Roll. A couple of comments. First of all, Copperhead. It looks like Bart said Die Hard was also in the winter. It was Christmas. Yeah, it's true, but it was in LA. So yes, it was in the winter, but it was probably like 85 degrees. The Copperhead seems to be with dark gloves. So the Copperhead for Classified is the dark gloves Copperhead. I like that. That's nice. That's not bad. Bazooka, finally with the Steve Grogan home jersey. You know what I would like to see? It'd probably never happen. But you know what I would like to see? I would like to see an actual license between Hasbro and the New England Patriots to give Bazooka an actual Pats jersey with the 14 on the back, with Grogan on the back. I know it probably can't happen, but hey, Hasbro's in Rhode Island, right? New England, the Pats, the Kraft family might be for it. They might go for it. But I would love to see a Bazooka with not just the 14 on the front, but with the whole thing. That's what I would like to see. Get on that. Torpedo is fine, Shipwreck is fine, but Rock and Roll. I really like what they've done with Rock and Roll. The updates that they've done. First of all, I'm really happy to get classified versions of 1982 characters. I think 1982 characters, other than Scarlet and Snake Eyes, get overlooked a lot. But we got Breaker, who I have right over there, and we're getting Rock and Roll too. But the 82 jerseys, yeah, sure, give them who's from New York? Give Alpine the Eli Manning jersey. That's there. They can be like oil and water. But besides which, Steve Grogan didn't actually play in the same era as Eli Manning. So also Steve Grogan, in his time, he was pretty good, but by the mid 80s and the late 80s, he was a hero in that town. But was he really good? At one time, yes. But he stuck around a long time. All right, but I'm getting sidetracked. I really like the updates that they've done with Rock and Roll. The 82 figures can be very plain. It can be difficult to bring details out of them. But what they did with the classified Rock and Roll, I think, is the best they could do. It's a bit of a reimagining of Rock and Roll, and it reminds me of I happen to have an early classified figure like Duke here, where it is, it's reminiscent of the classic design, but updated with just a modern twist on it. And I like that. I like that. And so that's probably the one I'm most excited about, just because I like what they did with it. Yes, Phil Sims. See, you could give Alpine, I don't remember where Alpine is from, but we'll just say that wherever Alpine is from, he's a Giants fan. Give him a Phil Sims jersey. Okay, so it is 2 minutes till 8 o'clock by my clock, which means it is 2 minutes until What's on Joe Mind starts, so I'm going to wrap it up. I've got to go and take my kid to get some ice cream, but then I'll be back and I'll try to hop on to the What's on Joe Mind live show, but What's on Joe Mind is next. I will be working on the next review video so that I can actually get the video done on time. I am ahead of the game. I'm ahead of the schedule this week. I'm ahead of the curve, so hopefully I can keep that going. But yes, thank you everybody for being here. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope you all enjoyed it. But now, if you want to keep the fun going, please feel free to roll over to What's on Joe Mind, which will be on their own channel. I think I put a link to that in the description as well, so you can check that out. And keep the action going. But thanks everyone. Thanks for being here. I will see you all next week. And for now, I will say